Hello, athletes and fans of bodybuilding. Tarek El-Guindy with the Mr. Olympia. I'm here with the president of the Mr. Olympia, Dan Solomon. Dan, 60th Olympia, a lot of expectation. It is the greatest venue that we've ever been. And the expectation is huge because we have a lot of new things coming up. Maybe you can share some of these secrets.
Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second, but the expectation apparently for fashion and wardrobe selection did not make its way to me because I am woefully underdressed. I shouldn't even be standing with you guys now. You guys all look great. You're on point. I know Bob leads the charge, and you guys bring your own flavor. But yes, we are gunning for number 60. We are in that window where we have to start to lock this thing down, and it's going to be a very exciting year. There's a lot of plans. We are hosting this event at a $4.5 billion property, Resorts World. It gives us the capabilities of doing things on the cutting edge in ways that we've never done them before. Technology. Bob, as our MC, is going to be in a position to do some things that even he, with his endless talent and skill set, is going to be able to take even further this year.
Can't wait to hear about this.
On that stage. So there's just a lot of great things that we can do in Las Vegas, back on the Strip, and it's always funny. It's always fun to hear the debates between should we be in Florida, should we be in Las Vegas. Wherever we are, it's the Olympia, and it's the most anticipated event of the year, and we promise not to let you guys down. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, Dan, I always like to bring it back, but during the pandemic, you made the Mr. Olympia happen by going to Florida and making sure the tradition still alive, right? And a lot of people look back at that moment and say it was Dan Solomon's courage to make sure the Olympia was in Orlando and it happened, that we're gonna look back and say that was a successful moment. I know we're out of the pandemic, but looking back at that moment, how do you reflect on the survival of the legacy that you had to bring it on?
It's simple. I always say when you're put into a situation, and you've all been there in various different pursuits and initiatives, when there's no other choice, you just have to lock it down and get it done, right? There was no other option, and I often say when you're in that spot, right? We had 5 weeks. There was no choice. We had thousands of tickets already sold. We had to deliver. We had athletes who were already in the throes of the contest prep. We weren't going to let them down. You can be sure Jake Wood, our owner, was not going to disappoint, and we were all on board. And the best thing about our crew, and I mean everyone standing up here, Angelica Nebier, Tamer, our entire crew, Caden, everybody involved. These aren't folks that just came from the outside into this world. Every one of you guys knows what it's like to be in that place. It knows what it's like to be in a place where you've been preparing for a contest, you've been suffering, sacrificing, dedicating, devoting your entire life for a period of time to that moment. There was no other choice but to deliver. Perhaps if we were owned by a corporate entity, perhaps if our event was run by people who don't know this space, maybe it wouldn't have gotten done because maybe we wouldn't have all appreciated the magnitude and the importance of what we were trying to achieve. But we all live this life. We all wake up every morning, eat, breathe, and sleep this world. And so for us, we knew we had no other choice. We had to put on a show. Just like this year when we get to Vegas, we have to put on a show, and we're going to do it for the 60th time. And when we get there, it's going to be amazing, and we're going to give away a whole pile of money, and the expo is going to be amazing. We're actually introducing new parts of our expo, which is going to bring even more segments of the global physical culture, and we're bringing it all together. And I know we're going to be making some announcements involving our expo. We're going to be taking up nearly 1 million square feet of convention center space, which is almost unprecedented. We have an Olympia combat zone this year, which is going to house everything from bare knuckle fighting and all sorts of mixed martial arts initiatives, and just 1 million different things that are going to really bring audiences from all corners of the world, regions, cultures, disciplines. So there's a lot happening, and I know you guys are all going to be there to cover it.
Exciting. Bob, you announced the Mr. Olympia. As Dan says, it's a title. We see Derek Lunsford, and we go, here comes Mr. Olympia. It's the 60th. You love the history of bodybuilding. What does that mean to you?
Listen, this is everything, right? We got a chance to be a part of history. As we always say, history is made on the Olympia stage. The combat zone, Dan, just for clarification, will be on the Olympia stage because we're going to see who is truly the best of the best in each of their respective divisions. We've got returning champs, we've got new champs, we've got 7 Petes. You know how hard it is to get a 7 Pete?
That's right.
It's difficult, my friend. Right?
Yeah.
But listen, that's where it all takes place. In Vegas, I like better I know we've had to make some concessions with Orlando to get through the pandemic and things. To me, always got a soft spot for Vegas. That's just Olympia to me.
Yeah, Chris Cormier, you said it on Primetime Muscle. I would give everything, all my titles, my 4 Ironman titles, all my pro championships to win one Olympia. What does that mean to you to be there in the 60th?
Oh, it's going to mean everything. I mean, we got 4 former Olympia champions possibly going to be in the competition. That's never been done before that I remember. But like I said, this is going to be, I mean, spectacular. I can't wait to see the new venue. We may have a hologram or something up there. I don't know what's going to be there. But I'm telling you, man, it's going to be one to watch, and I cannot wait for the after party.
Oh, okay, Chris. As tradition, Chris Cormier is excited about the after party.
Shocking news of the afternoon. Chris Cormier ready for the after party.
Chris, I hope you stop by the show on the way to the after party.
Well, we hope you're there. We hope you're there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be incredible. Dan Solomon is going to gradually reveal the secrets. I'm excited too because I don't know it. But please follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, and I will be giving you some of the good news as soon as the boss lets us release some of these secrets. My name is Tarek Ogindi with the Mr. Olympia. I'm here with the president of the Mr. Olympia, Dan Solomon, Bob Ciccarillo, and the real deal, Chris Cormier. We'll see you next time.
There we go.